up on Good Day Chicago, if you've ever watched a YouTube makeup tutorial, you know how daunting it can be to try and replicate those looks at home. But our next guest has some shortcuts to make them easy and to pull them off in real life. That's coming up next. Stay with us.
YouTube has taken aspiring makeup artists and made them famous professionals. Just search tutorial and you can go down a rabbit hole that will take up hours of your life. Trust me. But how realistic are the techniques and looks taught online for everyday life? Here this morning is Rachel Heim, Marketing and Retail Manager of Makeup First. And thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
I think Kristen and I, and Darlene as well, we love to look at these photos of these beautiful women on Instagram and on YouTube. And we think, gosh, if we could just do our makeup like that. But you're here to prove that it's not always as easy as it looks.
Exactly. There's a lot of different steps and a lot of different products that go into it. So we have two models here today. One that we did a more in real life look, and one.
So an in real life look is like, this is the makeup line that
Correct.
you would use for that.
Yes.
On the right. And then what is this over here?
So this would be our Instagram look.
Yikes!
So this is layers and layers of makeup. So no one really has the time or the patience to really do all this every day. I mean, if you have an occasion, great, you know, it's going to photograph beautiful, but to walk around every day and go grocery shopping with this isn't going to be
And let's show
realistic.
that on the model.
Yes.
So the model on the left is if you were trying to emulate something you would see on Instagram or
Correct,
YouTube, you'd probably get that effect. And the model on the right is who we're going to be working with, right? So you're going to show us how we can take those Instagram looks and make them, you know, something
wearable.
You could go on a date with and not scare someone.
Yes. So essentially you can use the highlighting and contouring technique, but in a little bit more of a subtle way. So we have powder highlight and powder contour.
Okay.
With Shoshana, I'm going to just use a really light hand, a fan brush, just make it nice and easy, and give her a little bit of highlight.
And what product are you using for that?
So this is actually the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors. We have a shop at Makeup First as well, a pro shop. It's open to the public. It's great. We have hard to find makeup artist brands. We also have some more well-known brands you may see online on Instagram.
And Makeup First is in Chicago. Like you said, you've got a store, and then you've also got classes for people, right?
Yes, we have classes. We have ones that are open to the public. We have a certification program as well. We train our artists to go in the field, whether they're looking to go into film, bridal, theatrical, and above and beyond, anything you can think of.
And so what else can we do with this model then to kind of emulate what we see online?
Instead of doing like Carla, we did a cream contour and a cream highlight to really amp it up. Again, this is great. This is Kevin Aquan, the Sculpting Powder. What's great about this compared to a bronzer has an orange undertone to it. This mimics an actual shadow.
Yeah, I was going to say, I use actually an eyeshadow on my face to kind of do a little contour. I do the best I can with what I'm working with. But this, it looks similar to that.
Yeah, so this is great. This mimics a natural shadow, and just a sweep of it will give a little bit of definition. Will you turn your head?
Okay, so Makeup First is going to be teaching a class at America's Beauty Show. That is on Sunday. It's called Turning Instagram Makeup Trends into Wearable Looks at McCormick Place. So if people want to take part in this, what can they do?
So you do have to be a licensed cosmetologist or esthetician to get into this show. But if you have a friend that is, you can buy an extra pass, which is awesome. And we post things on our blog all the time. We actually have a handout that we're going to use at the show on the blog on makeupfirst.com. So you could check that out if you're unable to make it. Also follow along our social media, or come just take a tour at the school or the shop.
So we have 30 seconds left. I'm going to ask you, because I see them on the table here, about lashes. A lot of people have trouble with these. Do you have any pro tips for using the strip lashes?
So one thing you want to do, a quick dry glue is really helpful. We have one called Callus.
Dry glue?
Quick dry. So it's not in a tube, really easy. You just paint it on the lash. Another tip is to measure it on your eye first and cut if it's too long.
And which side would you cut from? Would you cut from like where the lashes are shorter, or would you cut from where the lashes are longer?
You're going to want to cut from the end.
Okay.
Because you don't want to wind up with the long inner ones poking you there. So you always want to cut from the end.
All right, great information, Rachel. Thank you, ladies, so much. You look fabulous.
Okay, ladies, what you didn't know when you signed up was that Mike Kaplan's going to give you guys an updo now. So what are you feeling?
Yikes.
Be very
Hands
afraid.
off. Yeah,
All right, and we want to remind everybody Lollapalooza tickets go on sale in about 5 minutes. So if you're interested, make sure you log on. All right, have a fantastic day. We'll see you back here tomorrow.